Hi guys, welcome back for another video. So today's video is on my skin regime, and I'll just show you what I do to go through keeping my skin looking as best as I can. Okay, so first of all, let me just tell you about my problem areas. So I have a very greasy forehead. I don't really have oily cheeks, you know, like how normally people have an oily T-zone. Yeah, my sort of oily areas is definitely my forehead. It gets very oily, like literally you could fry an egg on my forehead with the amount of oil that comes off it. So I don't actually do anything to try and combat that, because I've tried all different products and none of them work. And besides, what I don't like is a lot of them then leave my skin feeling very dry, and I don't like that either. So I've just learned to live with it. So my other problem areas is around my jawline. I don't know if you can see, but around my jawline I have hyperpigmentation from when I picked my spots, and for whatever reason, I mean, I used to pick the spots all over my face. I don't really understand why the hyperpigmentation generally is around this area here. I've got some spots here because it's, you know, coming up to that time of the month, so my skin does get a little bit spotty. Yeah, so I just wanted to make you aware of that, because I know a lot of you have said that my skin does look really good, but I think lighting sometimes does give the illusion of skin that's better than it actually is. So that's basically what my skin is like. And then also I get a lot of whiteheads, and I tend to get whiteheads around here and then on my chin for some really weird reason. And I also have very open pores, so you can see my pores if you look up close. Kind of, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I have quite open pores around here. So that's basically the foundations of my skin. Right, so in terms of cleansing, I use this, which is Clean and Clear Exfoliating Daily Wash, and it's the oil-free version. I don't know that this actually helps with my oily skin, to be honest, because like I said, I've tried so many things that I don't actually think anything is really going to work. So that's what I use to wash my face. So I'm just going to wash my face. Okay, so the next step after washing my face, and there's no special technique to washing your face, you just wash your face. Now my face is still wet, and the reason it's still wet is because I'm now going to use the Warming Mineral Mask. It's Kaolin Clay treatment by Body Shop, and I really like this product because what it does is it brings out a lot of the impurities in my skin to the surface after I've used it. So, and I also really like it because it's warm. So once you apply it to your face, and you're supposed to apply it to wet face, don't pat your face dry, just leave it wet as mine is now, and apply it generously to your forehead, and it's really warm. Like when you apply it to your forehead, it just feels great. So just leave it on for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it off. Okay, right, so I've washed off all the clay, and I didn't explain earlier that the reason I use the Kaolin Clay mask is because it's known to fight acne, so kind of reducing oiliness as well in the skin. So that's why I use it. Right, so now that I've washed my face, I don't think you can see it on camera. I am using natural light, so I'm right underneath the window, but it leaves like a slightly ashy sheen. Well, I wouldn't really call it a sheen, but it's like ashiness to my skin, because the clay is obviously white and I'm black and dark skinned, so it shows up quite significantly, I think, on my skin. So then the next step in my regime is I use a facial loofah. Now I use these ones from Boots. Okay, so the facial loofah, initially when you open it, it's really thin like this. Okay, so really thin, like less than maybe 2-3 millimeters thick. And then once you then have to wet the loofah, and here's one I prepared earlier, and by the time you've wet it, it then expands to this size, and that's probably about, I'd say about 10 millimeters, I would say. Okay, So I then wet the sponge, and I normally like to use quite warm water to wet the sponge, so I'm going to do that. It doesn't have to be warm water, but warm water does help to expand the loofah quicker, right? So I then apply my Clean and Clear to the loofah, and just a little bit, or as much as you like, whatever. And then just rub it into the surface of the loofah, and then I start to buff my face with it to not only get rid of the impurities that the loofah has brought into quite sharp relief, but also because I want to get rid of the whiteness of the clay from my skin. So I'm going to wash this off. Okay, so I'm just going to pat my face dry. So I use this serum called Mad Hippie, and it's a vitamin C serum. And the reason I like vitamin C is that vitamin C helps to fight the antioxidants in the atmosphere. So let's say, you know, like smoke and pollution and things like that, and they damage your skin cells. So what you want is something that's going to help to combat that, and vitamin C is one of the great ways of doing that. Also vitamin E as well. I will show you the next step of the vitamin E. So this is the product, and it comes in a glass bottle like this with a little nipple which you squeeze to, let me show you. Right, so this is the applicator, and using the nipple you put the bottle, the lid on the bottle, lid inside the bottle, give the nipple a squeeze like so, right, and then you'll see that the product is in the glass applicator. Right, and then I just apply some to my forehead and along the sides, like so. Just a little bit more. You don't have to go mad on this, but like I said, it's however much you choose. Oh, also the reason why I really like this is because when you look at the ingredients, now a tip if you don't already know with ingredients is that they list the ingredients in order of the amount of the ingredient that's in it. So for example, here the ingredients, they start off with deionized water, and then the next product in there is vitamin C, right? So that's what you're really looking for when you're buying serums, particularly if you're looking for a particular active ingredient. So you want the next ingredient after water to be the vitamin C, for example, in this case. Similarly with vitamin E, you kind of want the next product, the next ingredient after water to be vitamin E. So that's that. Okay, so now that I've rubbed it into my skin, I then leave it to soak into my skin. And it takes maybe about 10 minutes or so. Maybe not that long actually. Anyway, so then I also then use this vitamin C by Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Vitality Face Serum, and it claims to help with photo-aging defense. I don't know, I'm not, you know, I haven't done any clinical trials, so I don't really know if that's true. But the reason I use it is because they claim that it helps with hyperpigmentation. And as I mentioned, I've got the hyperpigmentation around here. And vitamin C generally does help with brightening your skin and helping to protect your skin against the effects of the sun, pollution, and so on and so forth. But this claims that it helps with hyperpigmentation. So I just use a tiny little bit, like a little pump, like that. And then I just apply it to my problem areas. Now, the difference between this and the Mad Hippie product is that this is used for spot treatment. It's not for your whole face. So that's how I use it. And also this says don't use around the eyes, whereas the Mad Hippie one doesn't give that instruction. So I just use it around here and also on my neck, like so. So you don't need that much of it. Okay, so now the next step. If I was going out, the next step would be to apply this Vitamin C Daily Moisturiser, with SPF 30, but since I'm not going out, I'm not going to wear this. It's also a vitamin C product, and this is also from Body Shop. This is usually about £12. Okay, and you get £12 for 50ml, in case you're wondering. Then after I've applied that, I like to use this, which is a honey bronze bronzing gel for the face. And I really like this because it gives like a kind of, makes your skin slightly iridescent, so you get the kind of, I guess, glittery look, but that's, you obviously don't want glitter, but it's kind of like, the only word I can use is iridescent, so I really like this product, and I'll just show you. It comes out like this. It comes in different colours. There's a lighter one, obviously I went for the darker one, and then I just apply it to my face, and although it appears slightly lighter than my skin, let me just rub it in properly. It appears slightly lighter than my skin. It does blend in quite well for darker skins. So anyway, I won't bother to put it all over my face, but that's basically, that would be it for my day look. And then obviously I would then apply my makeup. Well, makeup being my eyeliner and lip gloss, because I'm too lazy to put all that effort into applying makeup. Okay, so that would be for the evening, for the daytime. Now in the evening, I would normally finish off my skin regime after I've applied the serum, would be to apply vitamin E oil. And the reason I use this is that it's got vitamin E oil in it, and what I do is I just apply this quite generously to my skin. If I'm going to bed immediately, then I'll just apply a little bit, because what you don't want is an oily face that you're just going to like basically rub off all the oil onto your pillow. So I just apply a little bit if I'm going straight to bed. If I'm not going straight to bed, then I will apply a lot and then wait over the course of the evening for the vitamin E to soak in. And so that would be it, and that would be my skin regime. Okay, well, if you guys have any questions, then please leave them in the comment box, and I will be sure to reply. Thanks very much for watching. Bye!